There you go. Good. You know, some men won't prescribe to clothing standards, but I won't prescribe to workout standards. Alright, so I'm really happy with this suspension trainer the way I have it. I carry around this strap plus the handles. Doesn't seem to take up too much weight. Plus this picnic table fitness strap that I use as an extension for like longer, higher places, and just so I can do more push-ups with this this fitness strap. So what has pretty much changed with this handle system is that now I can have more of a straight-on type of a pulling resistance. Alright, I needed to take apart what I had before and get a longer strap so that I can tie this little knot. Okay, it's not too difficult to tie this knot either. Just around, and then you loop it through. Yeah, I want to loop it through that hole. So right into that hole. And then it holds well. It holds. Just pull it tight, and this ring, smaller ring, will hold it tight so that I now have more of a straight on. Before I had a shorter strap, and I couldn't make that loop, and I was just kind of limited with doing the one-sided. Okay, or it was just a pull on one end, so it just this ring instead would have held the ends, and then I would have the single, you know, the hold, like, you know, grip where it would challenge my forearm in a different way. Just take this picnic table fitness strap when I'm done doing back bends or something, and I can wrap it around this big old tree, and it just barely fits this one. I can give some slack to it. That hold is pretty good. It's gonna hold body weight. I mean, the carabiner is strong enough. And whereas before I was using a plastic buckle, which is scary, that doesn't hold much. And then I switched over to a metal slider thing, which it's pretty strong. I'm not sure what the limit is. It's better than the plastic one again. And I can simply loop this around, and I got a suspension training little setup here. I'm not too happy with it. The tree over there has a higher branch I could use as a better anchor point. So my biggest concern with this is how long the handles can last, because they're kind of a loose foam. I gotta look into a better handle. I mean, how are sword handles made? I need something like that for this. That seems to be the first thing that's probably gonna go on this little setup. I also really like the option to shorten it up, so that the focal point is only at this center, whereas before it was the entire length of the strap. I tie them up at the end here, so that I can do it one-handed. Okay, that's an option for doing it on a straightaway as well, where it's the different grip. But I can do like one-handed exercises, and then also do some shoulder work using both of them. And I wouldn't want to go more narrow than 2 inches for the picnic table fitness part of it, because it hurts my ankles when it's more narrow. 1.5 hurts my ankles. 1 inch is perfectly fine. But for for the lengthener for the handles for this suspension training, I could narrow this down to 1 inch, making it more portable, take up less room. But then again, when I want to do my squats, I use the foot stirrups. If I had one that's shorter, one that's more narrow, that would press on. If I wanted to do them barefoot, that would press on my foot. Well, it would still feel a little off if I didn't stick with the same size. But yeah, this part would go around my hip, and then the foot stirrups, and then I'd limit how high I can squat up. And I just use a carabiner to hook the ends on there. Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to go more narrow because I'd disrupt my squatting.